So the point of Science Cafe is not to get big, at least as we interpret it, is not to get big, it's to get engaged. So we don't really want to have 200 or 300 people.
They wanted it from the start. This is not a professor comes and tells you what they're doing in their research, which is was one of the models. That's not what they wanted. They wanted, here's an interesting topic people want to learn about, so we'll bring some knowledgeable people in, and then whoever shows up can ask them a question, can ask questions, and that's what it is. So it's a Q&A session, and it's not a lecture, it's not a talk.
Now, what I've seen with the Google car, that cute little bubble car, there is no driver controls in that I've seen. They do have some of the other models. They use the Prius, they use the Lexus, and they do have drivers there. But I think the plan is way in the future when they get to the latest stage that it's going to be completely autonomous with no controls.
On the flip side, there were some discussions in the UK of how to license self-driving cars, and at least it was proposed that, they should still have human override, and the human should be sitting there ready to take control. So the vision of, this will eliminate drunk driving kind of goes away.
Farmers we're really scratching our head on this whole thing because we're kind of at the end of the whip, and what we're being told and what we're seeing are indeed these extremes. And, I use the example of the past 2 winters. Winter 2014-15, we couldn't get out in the orchard to get the thing pruned. Last winter, of course, we had no snow. Last winter, warmest winter on record. There's not a peach crop on the East Coast because of a cold weather event in February. So we're trying to figure out how to mitigate all of this. Certainly this year, there's not a conversation that happens with a farmer and it doesn't really, at least certainly south of the Notches, go right to hot and dry.
You try and find something that's interesting, that's reasonably topical, and that you can get panelists who are knowledgeable who will show up for free.